Okay, thanks everybody for being on today. Sorry, I'm a little bit misplaced. I'm outside because there's a bird in my shop. And so I'm sitting out here, and I had notes and everything, and they're all in there. So happy Monday, and I hope you all are doing well and having a great month. So I'm having a pretty good month so far. But Wendy Navarro is helping me today. And so we're going to talk a little bit about, first let's get started, and then we'll talk about doing a few things that can help you with your business. So the first thing to do, if you haven't done it, is wake up your Facebook and your Messenger. So if you have, just put done in the chat, and just put down in the chat. And if you haven't, just make a post on your Facebook wall to wake up your Facebook, and then go to Messenger and make a post to wake up Messenger, or like comment on to 2 or 3 people or whatever, just to wake up both of those, your Facebook and your Messenger. When you're finished, please put done in the chat. And I'm going to go check on the bird, see if I can stir it up a minute.
Take me with you on your watch.
Hey, if I don't come back, y'all send somebody after me.
Paige, we need your cat. Farrah could probably run in there and wrangle that bird out of there. She's so smart. So Darla, you guys, is in her shop. There's a bird in her shop, so that's where she is, if you're wondering. We're just doing some comments on your page and doing a post on your personal wall, and doing some messages. So just getting you guys warmed up.
Looks good over here now. Does it? I like that. Actually, mine looks pretty good. Pretty good. This is 100% all. 100% all. I'm happy to call that right there.
If you guys aren't muted, if you could mute yourself, that would be awesome.
He's still in there. Y'all didn't hear me? No.
I heard you scream. Where was he?
When I went in, he dove at me.
He did?
Probably not. He flew.
Oh,
Darla.
Friend,
What?
I'm laughing with you, not at you. I told everybody where you were.
Okay, thank
people
you.
Jump on. She has a killer bird in her shop, so she's in the carport, everybody.
Okay, so Wendy, do you want to talk to everybody about doing a live?
Sure. Okay, so first of all, I don't know how many of you guys have time to work on the weekends, but you should obviously try to work your business every day. But if you can do a live, and I know lives are scary. Look, lives still freak me out. I think anybody that, even no matter how many times you've done them, you don't want to stumble. You don't want to look stupid. You think of all those things. I think them too. Darla thinks them. Sherry thinks, we all think it. But remember, they don't know if you mess up. Okay, so they don't know what you're doing. So just remember that. Okay, and I did a live in my group on Saturday, just about the Belly Buster kit. And when you do the lives, keep them short. People do not like watching long lives. You will lose them. So keep it short. You know, be yourself. Laugh. Have a personality. You know, if you're nervous, you can say, oh my gosh, I'm so nervous. I mean, it doesn't really matter. People are going to, you know, relate to you a little bit more if you're just real with what's going on. But again, they don't know if you mess up, so don't worry about that. But keep your lives short. A good trick that you can do that I used to do is I had a wipe, like a little small eraser board that I put up behind my camera with just notes, like kind of almost like an outline, you know, big enough that I could read it. Because When you get on the live, you're going to get nervous. So if you have all these little notes, you're not going to read them. So just give yourself talking points. And that's a good way to do it. Just put it up behind your camera. So that's a little cheat for you. And, you know, highlight a product in your group. Even if it's just one product. The Belly Buster kit, everybody knows, is huge right now. It is, you know, like blowing out. People love it. Everybody has a belly. I don't care how skinny you are. You still have a little pooch you don't like. There's somebody that wants to lose 100 pounds or somebody that wants to lose 5 pounds. I guarantee you it's in their belly. So this live did really well for my group. And I didn't even like my live. And they were like, oh, Wendy, it was great. But of course, you're going to be your worst critic. Just do it. The more you do it, the better you're going to get at it too. And, you know, just know that it's better to do it than not to do it. Okay. So just try it. Do a live in your group. You can do a live about your journey in the group. Keep it short though. Don't do a long live. People don't like long lives. I keep saying that because it's true. People are scrolling. People are, you know, fast moving. And if it doesn't catch them and if it's too long, they're going to keep on scrolling. And that's not what you want them to do. So do a couple notes before you do your live. Stick it up on a, you know, even if it's just a sticky note where you can see it, or 5 sticky notes, or a whiteboard, whatever you need so you can get your highlighted points and do it. But we did that and my team was slammed and we had been slower. So the lives really work. They see that you're real people. You're interacting with them. Say hi to people when they pop on the live if you can. You don't have to say hi to everybody, but you know, it just makes you seem more personable. And I like seeing familiar faces on there, and your clients will jump on and make sure your team is on there to support you. But say hello and then get back to your talking points. Have your product with you if you can, so you can show the product, and just do the top highlights. You don't have to go in depth on it, and say why it's worked for you. Of course, don't make any medical claims. You can't do that, but say what it's done for you personally or for one of your customers personally. The other thing I did on the live, which I have to do, I have to pick 2 winners. I told them if they add someone to the group to tag them below in the comments, that I was going to give away a little mini Belly Buster kit. So if they add their friends to the page to tag them, and they could possibly win. I was going to pick 1 winner. Also, if they shared what one of these products had done for them, one of my current customers, I was going to send them a prize. So I was going to pick 2 winners, a new person and a current customer. And that gets more, you know, gets people interacting more as well on the post. And guys, remember then when you do a live or one of your downline does a live on the page, because I encourage all my team to participate. I don't, you know, it doesn't need to be me. I would love for other people to do them too. Oh my gosh, I lost my train of thought. Poof. I've had vertigo. Sorry guys, I'm on medication. I'm trying to think. But anyway, when they see you interacting on there as well, your customers are going to see your comments too. So if you guys haven't done a live, practice doing them at home. You know, I used to love to have my son come do lives with me. It made me more comfortable. Hold a stuffed animal, pet your dog, whatever makes you feel more calm, do it while you do a live. But they do work in the group and they get it. You know, they really get things popping and moving in the group if you don't do a live. So get with your upline if you're not comfortable, but do a short one first. Do like one that's, you know, 3 minutes. You don't really want it longer than 10 minutes. That's a long live. So, you know, 5 is a really good stopping point for lives. So anything longer than that, people just poof, they disappear. They get bored.
Hey, Wendy, question. Just
Yeah.
to make sure that I'm doing it right. When you do a live on the products, you don't mention a price. You just say, if we have free membership, free shipping, if you do this kit, you know, we have a special right now. That's kind of how you promote it.
Yeah, I don't do price at all ever, but I do, and I don't say membership a lot. What I'll say is wholesale pricing, because people get scared of membership. And I made sure that I reiterated, you know, there are no requirements. You do not have to have auto ship. You do not have to sell. And I even said that, you know, if you'd like to, that would be great. But 90% of my customers just purchase for themselves, but they enjoy the wholesale price. So, and then when people comment, and I'll say, you know, comment below if you're interested, we'll get your coach in touch with you.
Thank
We
you.
don't even say, I try not to say associate, because even then that kind of, I say coach.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, Lisa. Anybody else?
Can I ask a question, Wendy?
Sure.
This is Tabitha. I was just wondering, what are you promoting for the Belly Buster? Because I saw 2 or 3 different I mean, of course, it's the combo, but then I saw some variations out there.
Yeah, well, it depends. You know, you can switch it up because when your customer contacts you, obviously what it needs to be for them.
Right.
But the main kit that we're promoting is Heart and Hydration, the combo, and the detox. And I really do believe in those three put together really pack a punch. So that's the main kit. But then you can also switch out the Heart and Hydration for shakes, because I always ask the question, do you ever skip meals? And if they do, but they're great at water, I'll slide that in there instead. But I did not talk about that on my live. And that was the one thing I thought after. I was like, darn it. So I'll probably do another one and then
Okay.
talk about that kit.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else? Got quite a few people. I'm sorry, guys. I'm on my phone. My son had reading camp today, so I had to help out a little bit, and I'm sitting in my car talking to you guys. I do not have a bird in my shop like Darla.
Hey, Wendy, I have a question, and I want you
Yes.
to talk about this. So I know that you mentioned doing a live in your customer group, and that's what y'all did this weekend, and it got things to popping and all that. But also tell us or explain why it's important to do just a live on your Facebook wall, not necessarily about the product, but just periodically, like every couple of days or every day if you're brave enough. That also helps your business.
It does with your algorithm. It'll pop up on people's feeds. So even a little mini live, you could do like a cooking live, or, you know, a funny live with your kids, or, you know, anything that's informative is better. And the title is really important because you want them to stop scrolling. And if they see a catchy title, that's going to get them to stop scrolling. So just try to have something that's going to make them stop their busy day, whether they're, you know, because everybody's busy, it's summer, but you want them to stop and watch it. But yeah, so I don't do a lot of lives on my personal page, but I need to get better at that. I do them more in the group, but it is important to do them on your personal page. Because when I got a lot of attention for sure. And one of my associates, she's really good at it, and she's funny. I don't know if she's on, Cindy, but she's hilarious. So if you haven't seen, not to give her a lot of press here, because she's my person, I would say this even if she weren't. But Cindy Richardson's lives are hilarious. So go to her Facebook, you'll see them. But she's won a couple competitions for the company, but she gets a lot of interaction on her lives. And you don't have to be as creative and funny as she is. It's just a matter of doing it and getting used to it. And then when people find your lives interesting, they're going to come back to it. So they'll click to be alerted when you go live, and you want that. You want them to click that button to follow you.
One thing that I noticed is, especially around the holidays, I did a lot of lives on my Facebook about cooking, mainly because I love to cook. But just about every time I would do a live, I would get several friend requests. And that is what we're needing, is friend requests. That's where our business comes from, is friends. And so if you do catchy lives on your Facebook, then people, like Wendy said, will start watching for your lives, and that's how you'll get friend requests also. And I mean, you can do a live about anything. You can do a live about anything. It doesn't matter what it is, anything at all. People are just about going to stop and look at a live. I do. If I see someone on live, I go to see what they're talking about. So, I mean, you can talk about anything. You don't have to just talk about TrueVision.
No, and there's a lot of people, like, you want people to see you as a real person and get to know you a little bit, and that's a great way to do it, even if it's just little short lives. So again, if nobody knows what you're doing, or I remember Darla's cooking ones, and of course I love her and she's my friend, so I loved watching them, but that people love food, so cooking ones are great ones, because then people are always looking for recipes. So if you make something really cool, just do it while you're making dinner. That's an easy one to do. Have everything prepped so your live isn't too long, but people love that. I love that, the cooking ones.
Another
Animals,
thing,
kids.
That's right. People love animals. They'll look you up.
You should do a live.
Everybody
do a live in your bird. Go do a live right now.
But this is something I was going to say. A lot of times a rule of thumb for posting on your Facebook wall, and I know you've heard me say this before, but I'm still seeing a lot of people do differently. And so, but a good rule of thumb is 80% business, and 80% personal and 20% business. So think about this. Whenever you're watching a movie or you're watching TV and a commercial comes on, what do? You do anything. You run up, you go to the bathroom, you get a snack, you go get a drink, you'll run outside, take the puppy outside, you'll go feed the bird. Anything that you can find to do, you jump up and do it while there's a commercial on. Well, posting all the time on your Facebook wall will be like people are watching a commercial, and pretty soon they're going to get up and run, do everything else, or when going through Facebook, they'll just scroll through right fast and they won't stop and see what you're all about. So I know whenever I have people send me a friend request and I don't know these people, I especially did this before TrueVision, I go to their Facebook wall. I don't accept everybody's friend request that sends me a friend request. I'm a cautious person, and I'm also a scaredy cat. And so if they look scary or they don't look like someone that I would want to personally know, I don't accept their friend request. And so even with this business, we still need to be safe. So that's probably how some of our customers are too. So if they get a friend request from us, or if they see our live, or if someone says, hey, go look at Wendy Navarro's post that she just made, they're going to do more than just look at that one post. They're going to scroll down your Facebook and try to see what you're about, a little bit about you. If it's all TrueVision, if every post is business, then they're probably not going to be interested in sending you a friend request, accepting your friend request, or, looking at your wall. But if they want to know who you are. So if you have a little bit about your life, who you are, that you are a real person, then they're going to be more apt to want to be acquainted with you, friends with you, and keep up with you. So that's just a little bit of advice. That's my opinion. If your upline says different, then you listen to them. But I just feel like it's best if you put 80% personal and 20% business.
Hey, Darla, can I tell you something I do? Whenever I do post or I do a live or whatever, I kind of watch who my viewers are, and I will do it on every one I do, and I'll watch and see if the same people that is not friends with me, if they're following everything I do. And after about maybe 3 or 4 times of posting something, and I see this person's name still following me, I'll just go to Messenger and I'll just wave at them, and then just leave it like that. I'll say hello, whatever, and just leave it like that. And I've got several people, that's how I have gotten some customers like that, just letting them feel like it's their choice.
Right. That's good. Okay, Wendy, you have anything else to share with us?
What do we give them for tasks so far already? Just wake.
Right now we've just woke up the Facebook and the Messenger. So what do we need to do now?
Okay, so you guys, I want to talk a little bit about green dots sorry, I was getting ready to pull out here, but green dots and whatever you're messaging people, because this is something else I did this weekend. I want you guys, and I heard this is from Rank Makers. I'm not sure there are a bunch of Rank Makers here, but I loved what Ray said. He said, be more addictive to your activity than their response. Be more addictive to your activity than their response. So this Saturday, and I posted a bunch for my team, and I know you guys probably have some. And Darla, I don't know if you have some, but I'll put some in oh no, I can't. You can put some instant messages in there, and if you have them, if not, if they're in the shop with the bird, don't worry about it. But I did green dots this weekend, and I was, in the chat saying, you guys, it is busy. On the weekend, a lot of people are on their phones. So I think you need to up your activity on the weekends for green dots. And I'm talking people that at the end of 2016, I was talking to. So just send them a message that says, hi, not too long ago, you raised your hand, said you were interested in weight loss, or a long time ago. If they were old clients, a long time ago, I know you used my product. I wanted to see how you were doing on your weight loss journey. Have you met your goal? If not, I would love to help you again. if you haven't, I would love to help you again. If not, no worries. You know, thank you so much. I hope you're, you know, be blessed or whatever you want to say. But I got so many responses by just the green dot percentage of people that were online this weekend is way higher than during the week. So just make sure on the weekends you might want to carve out more time to do specific activities. And that's one of those that I would recommend. So with your green dots right now, if you don't have any of those instant messages, let us know. We'll put some in the chat. But reach out. You know, I want you guys to send at least 10 messages out for green dots that are old clients or people that you have not talked to in a long time, that have been in the group, maybe you haven't talked to them in a while. And even if you have a current client, it's okay. I mean, reach out to them and see how they're doing. If you haven't spoken to them in the last couple of weeks, you probably need to make sure that their journey is going well. So go ahead and do 10 green dots. And I want you guys to remember, because there were so many I sent out and I did not get a response, but I was not addicted to that. I did the activity, because I'm telling you, if you do the activity, the percentage-wise, it's going to come back that you're going to have more yeses than, I mean, you might have no's, but you'll eventually get some yeses. You just have to keep trying. So don't get down when they don't respond to you. You'll see the little bubble move. They're not, it doesn't matter. Don't get attached to that. Just move on to the next. And you know what? One day, next week, they might have been busy. They might go back to that and say, oh, I never answered her. And then they'll get back to you. So I want you guys to go ahead and at least do 10 green dots. And if you have anybody respond, let us know. We would love to cheer you on. But I want you to be not addicted to the outcome. I want you to be addicted to the activity. And while you guys are doing that, I want you to think about your activity goals for the week, because we're going to talk about that next.
Comment down in the chat when you're finished with your green dots, please.
Darla, go check on the bird. Still there?
I just did. He's still very much alive.
What are you going to do?
I think I'm going to try to get a sheet and maybe throw over him. And then maybe I could pull the sheet outside by the corner.
That's a good idea. Like a light sheet, nothing too heavy.
Yeah. No, I don't want to hurt him. I think I have a sheet like for a baby bed. Just
Oh, no, you
really
need a big sheet.
No.
You need a big one, like a tarp.
Sherry, I could probably make a lot of money if I record that.
Yes, you could. That's right, Rachel. That's what I told her. Do a live. She'd have to hold the camera, though. That wouldn't work out. It would be a hot mess.
This is crazy. I mean, what are the chances of a stupid bird flying in your shop?
Right before power hour. I was like, that's unbelievable. It's not going to work. I was trying to log in from other phones so I could send you guys some of the verbiage that I was using for Messenger, but it was giving me a major feedback. Tara's done. It is an Eastern Phoebe is what's in her office. I looked it up. I'm kind of a country girl. I grew up like hiking and fishing, and I love birds. I did a lot of that with my dad. So it's a pretty bird. This is what it looks like if you guys want to see it. Isn't he pretty? He's scared.
Except he's just really big.
He's like a pterodactyl.
Yeah. Thank you, Rachel.
Thank you, Rachel. I tried to log in from my other phone, but the feedback was bad. It was like probably blew their eardrums.
Wendy, I made
Yeah.
you co-host just in case I get knocked off.
Okay.
You know, I get knocked off a couple times usually during a power hour, but I'll be right back.
All right, so for those that are done, I know a lot of people are still working. I want you guys to think about your activity goals for the week. So now activity goals are not results goals. So you can't control the amount of sales you get necessarily. Your activity can contribute to that, but you can't control the outcome. So I want you to think, you know, how many lives do you want to do? Even if say it's your first live, say I want to do a live for 1 minute. Also before you set your goals, be realistic. How much time do you have? Set yourself up for success. You don't want to say, I'm going to do 5 lives and I'm going to do 100 follow-ups, and I'm going to set it reasonable for yourself so that you feel good about it. Don't go too low, but you know, stretch yourself a little bit, but don't make it unrealistic. So lives, follow-ups, you can put personal ones in there. Do you want to go to the gym? You're going to walk. You know, are you going to read a book? How many Zooms are you going to be on? So I want you to go ahead and set your activity goals. I posted in my team group for them to comment below what their activity goals. Do they all do it? No, but it's a good reminder. And if it's written down somewhere and somewhere other people can see it, you're going to hold yourself more accountable. So I think it's good to do it in your team group, if you know, or ask your upline if you can post your goals there, or just send them to them if you want to do it privately, or a buddy if you have a sideline. Like, Darla, you want to send me your activity goals? I'll send you mine. Just somebody to hold you accountable so that you know you're doing what you need to do every day. So that's what I want you guys to do next. If you want to put them in the chat here, we would love to see them. If not, it's okay. Don't feel the pressure. But I would go ahead and set your weekly activity goals. That's right, Paige. Paige said, plans not written down are just wishes.
That's right. And I didn't realize how important it is to write it down. And so I sold TrueVision probably, well, a while before I really realized this. And whenever I started writing my goals down where I could see them, and I put them everywhere where I could see them, then that's when I noticed that I started making progress, and my team started growing, my sales started growing, and I was being more productive. Just writing it down. I guess it's a mindset, but it helped me. And right now I write everything down.
April Jones asked if she has a customer on the line that wants to, she doesn't have a debit or credit card. Yes, she can use a Visa card from Walmart. Absolutely. You're welcome.
Good, Tabitha.
That's awesome, Tabitha. Yep, I love my whiteboard page. The bird loves Darla's whiteboard right now. Poor Darla. And also make long-term goals, you guys. Like, if the bigger ones, make those your long-term goals. You can have big goals. I think you should have them, but make those long-term and set shorter-term goals every week for you to reach that long-term goal. Because if you're not setting the short ones, you're not going to get to the big goal. So it's a good thing to do every Monday morning. Just kind of wakes yourself up in your mind to your business and what you need to make it happen this week for you. I will say, I used to call it the payroll gods when I worked for Paychex and I was in sales. But if you do the activity, it will pay off. And I didn't always pay off that day, but I knew if I did X, Y, and Z, that tomorrow or the next day, something would hit. It's the same thing. We can call it the weight loss goals or gods, or health and wellness gods will be good to us. And, you know, we'll get, you know, 5 more customers or referrals or whatever that looks like for you. So if you do the activity, I promise you, if you do it every day, it will hit. Gotta charge my earbuds. Whoa.
Beauty says she got a response.
She did?
Awesome.
Yay. One knows good. That makes you close, getting closer to your yeses.
That's awesome. They want the link.
Yes. Oh, there's Paige's goals, activity goals. Nice. Oh, Paige, I'm going to start yoga too. That's probably a long-term goal for me because let's be realistic, it's not going to happen this week. But yeah. Cat yoga. You could totally sell that. If people are doing goat yoga, you could definitely sell cat yoga. Are we getting done? All right, so far we've done green dots. I see some people jumping on. We're setting weekly activity goals. And we've commented in your group page. If you haven't commented on your group page today, congratulations. You know, being supportive of the members is really important. The people that share their stories on there, please post on there, support them. It's hard to share. And then even the ones that we're posting to keep it moving, make sure you're commenting, congratulations, way to go, whatever you want to comment about the story, just support your page. And remember, your customers see you when you post and when you comment. So you want them to see you as someone that they go to for health and wellness. And if you're not participating on the page, you do not look like you're an expert in your field. It really would change your business. Yep.
Valerie posted her goals down in the chat also.
That's awesome. I would screenshot that and put it on your phone as like your screensaver.
Right.
Seriously. Just as a reminder every day. I love it. Any movement, Darla? Yeah?
I just turned the light off, so maybe he'll see more light, like where the door and the window are.
Oh, that's smart.
So maybe he'll fly to that.
Hey, Lacey. That's a great idea. Or out a window.
Yeah.
Just out.
While we're doing green dots, let me talk about another way that I have been contacting customers, like older customers. So I got my my planner from last year, and I started in January. And every month I write down all of the customers. Well, I keep list of everything. Y'all know that. So like I have been contacting all of my customers from January of 2018. I started in January. And I've been going month by month and just sending them a short message, not necessarily mentioning True Vision, but just reaching out to them so they hear from me again. And I have gotten several to reorder just by me sending them a message. Hey, how are you doing? I haven't talked to you in a while. I was just wondering how things are going. Just a simple message. And most of the time I use the voice memo for these. But I started in January. I'm on like, I don't know, September, October right now, but I enroll a lot of people and just do a few a day. And what I've been doing is like 3 or 4 times a day, sending out messages to like 10 of these people that were customers before. And I have several that have reordered, but you can go back as far as you can, as long as you've been working, if you've written this down. Another thing is all of my trial pack users, I'm reaching out to those lists, the ones who have not ordered before or ordered a 30-day combo pack, gone to an associate or preferred customer. I'm reaching back out to those also. And I have my list. And I put these people on a list that are my trial pack users. As they order, I check them off. So I have the ones written down who have not ordered a 30-day combo pack yet. So I'm reaching back out to these customers. And another thing that I'm doing is I'm offering incentives. So right now, Heart and Hydration is a really big seller for us, and we're promoting it really big in our group because I feel like it is very, very healthy and it's good, and anyone can use it, even children. So a household will use, if they really like Heart and Hydration, they will use more than just one a day. So, but what I've been doing is offering an incentive. So like if someone purchases a 30-day combo pack as an associate or a control kit, I will send them, and this is this month only, I will send them a sample of each 4 of our Heart and Hydrations. So, and I bought up Heart and Hydration when it was on sale, but it's only $39 a pack. That's for, you get 30 in the pack. So, everyone that you don't have to send it to everyone. The ones that I know are going to order, or they seem like they're going to order right off, I don't even offer it. But the ones that I think might need a little bit of an incentive, then I say this month's special is if you place an order of at least a 30-day combo pack as an associate, I'll send you a sample of all 4 flavors of our Heart and Hydration. And then I send them a little clipping of what the Heart and Hydration is, the ingredients, and what it does. So this helps too if you need an incentive. Make your list, y'all. I'm telling you, if you get tagged in the group for a customer, write them on a tagged list. If you sell them a trial pack, have a trial pack list. If you sell them naturally a 30-day or a control kit, they go on the associate list. But make sure you're making your list, and then that way you can have something to use to follow up or to reach out with. You have it all right there on a list, so you can just go down your list. And for last year, I used the Happy Planner, and you can get it on Amazon. You can also get it at Home Depot. Not Home Depot. What am I trying to say?
Hobby Lobby.
Hobby Lobby, yes. But the reason why I love the Happy Planner is because you can add all kinds of sheets. So any list that you make, you can add it to this Happy Planner. And if you need to add to your list or take away or redo or whatever, it's so easy just to slip that paper out of there and put another one in. And you can also buy like different shaped papers. It's cool, it's neat, and it's also helps you stay more organized, in my opinion, or helps me stay more organized is what I should say. So that's what I used last year. I see yours, Judy. I absolutely love it, and I recommend it for anyone who doesn't have a system that they just really, really love. The Happy Planner is awesome. And I love that you can buy it on Amazon. You can buy the refills. Yes, Tabitha, I love that. So, but anyway, that's just a suggestion, especially for following up and for, you know, a lot of people say summertime is slower, and it is. But think about this. When you have a little bit of time, if you have these lists, you can find something to do to promote your business and to make it stronger or better. If you have these lists, it just makes it so much easier, and it also helps with your time. It helps you manage your time because you can go to your trial pack list, your customer list, your preferred customer list, people that have reached out to you in the group. If you have a tagged list, you can go back to them, you know, say you have any more questions, just reaching out to you to see if you're still interested, whatever. So that's why I love the list, and I feel like it is so important. And I know a lot of us work from our phones, and we work from a lot of different places. And so sometimes, like when I'm on the run, I don't have time to stop and write down everybody's name or everything on my list. But you can put your phone on airplane mode at night, and you can go back through your messenger. So your messenger will stay where you stopped, and go through all the messages from today and add those people to whatever list they need to go to. So at the end of the day, that's the last thing I do every evening is I make sure that I've got everyone that I've contacted in Messenger or that has contacted me, that I've added them to the correct list. So I have them when I need that.
So what you're saying is if I have an emergency in the middle of the night, you're on airplane mode, I'm not going to be able to get you.
Well, I change back as soon as I get through putting my people on there.
I'm kidding.
My phone is on during the night, so if you have an emergency, go ahead and call me or text me. And most of the time, I'm awake.
Yes, that's true. You are. The reports you guys in the back office now are amazing too. So use those reports. Your retail report, no PV this month. They did have PV last month. So even if you're not great at writing everything down, those reports are easy for you to pull up wherever you are and utilize them. And even though it's slower in summer, some of that's because we're not working as much either. So if you can up your game and what you're doing every day, you won't be as slow, you know, because it really is about activity equals the results you get. So just remember that you can make your business a little bit busier if you're busier. So
this is another thing to think about, Wendy, is I know we're busier during the summer going and doing, you know, so it's a lot of us, but everyone doesn't have kids in school or out for the summer. Everyone doesn't have to buy school clothes and school supplies. I don't have any of that. Everyone doesn't have to wait, you know, to purchase television. So the customers are out there, but I think we get into the summer mode ourselves. And so we don't work quite as much because we're thinking, you know, well, it's summertime, kids are out of school, or right now, yesterday I had 2 people say, well, I'm having to save up for school clothes and school supplies. And I understand that, but everyone doesn't have kids in school or have to buy school supplies right now. So the customers are still out there. There's enough that doesn't have school days now, like me.
And I promise you, everybody still needs to lose weight. They didn't just miraculously lose it all and now it's summertime. There's a ton of customers out there that need help, that need True Vision. So they're out there. It's just a matter of you putting the time in. And I don't know who said it, but if I agree with them, if your activity level is here, if you just upped, you know, doing green dots twice more a day. And guys, it doesn't take that long to copy and paste a message and change a name. Make sure you change a name. But it doesn't take that long. So, you know, add that into your daily activities and just, you'll see that you'll see the payoff. I promise. It may not happen right away. It's something you have to stick with, just like with weight loss. It doesn't happen overnight, but it will hit. I promise.
The other day, our group was a little bit slow, and I just went in my chat and said, hey, everyone, go to the group and comment on 10 posts, please, especially personal testimonies. And I'm telling you, within just a matter of minutes, the group got very, very active. And it was because we were not active, so the group was not active. But as soon as we started posting and the group got a little bit active, then naturally our customers started seeing the group, so it helped the group start popping. So it's very, very important that you post in your group, post on your Facebook wall, and be active. If on days whenever my business is down, I'll take a look at me and see what I've done and what I haven't done. And most of the time it's because I haven't been as active or as busy or done what I needed to do. When I start doing my daily method of operation, things that I know I need to do every day, then my business picks up.
Okay, so I don't know how many people are using stories. I know we talk about stories all the time. I'm gonna talk about it again. And I see some really creative people out there with their stories, but even if you're not, your story still will get attention. So if you have a great picture from this weekend, something that you did that was a lot of fun, even if it's just a picture, if you don't know how to write on it, because you can write on it, you can change the effects on it, once you add to your story, it gives you those options. I want you guys to go post something to your story. And if you don't have a picture, go pull a really positive quote. And I mean positive. I don't mean like when the world, I don't know, just try to keep it on the positive front. Because if you just Google inspirational quotes, a lot of things will come up. People love that. So if you don't have a picture, do a quote really quick and let me know when you guys are done. And if you'll just post to your story on your personal page. Let us know. And if you're done early and other people see you're done, then go ahead and go like their story or heart it or say something on their story. Lynn's done.
I always try, if I'm scrolling through Facebook and I see a post from a True Vision associate, I try to like it or comment on it or whatever to help push them up, to help push their business up. And so that's something that we can all do for each other, is because we're all in this together. We are a family, and I can help you, you can help me. So I just encourage you, if you see a True Vision associate that has a post up that you feel like needs to be commented on or liked or whatever, do that for them and help push their post up. They need 10 comments. So if you can do that, let's help each other out.
There are cool things you can do with your story. You can do polls, like people love to give their opinion. But I think Paige does some really cool stories. I love hers.
Me too.
Where is Paige? Is her camera off? Are you camera ready, Paige? Her camera is off.
I like to see y'all.
So, Paige, you do a lot of cool stuff on your stories. And I don't think stories are difficult. Debbie says hers won't work. Your upline, Darla, can help you with that.
Why did you laugh? We'll figure it out. If I don't know, I can Google it. So Paige, did Paige unmute herself? Wendy, were you talking to her?
No, she didn't. She's hiding. I'm trying to talk to her. Yeah, Paige, that's what I'm trying to get her to do, Megan, is get on and do like a one-on-one stories. Come on, Paige. You can talk to us.
We need all the information we can get.
Paige, I know you're there.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Hey, girl.
Hi. Sorry, I was having I was yelling to the cat, so yeah. they were fighting. So anyways, I do stories every day. I do stories every day about, I do it about 3 to 5 times a day. And I try to do it separated, like what Darla says, like do business and personal, like lifestyle as well, because people don't want to see like all business. So I try to do like a quote. I do a lot of like, you know, Farah, something that I don't have kids, so I have the cats, so I'll like share with them. And I just recently taught her some tricks. And I also add her into the mix of like advertising. Like it's kind of funny. I'll be like, Farah, sit down, and she'll sit like by the product and stuff, and I'll be like talking to her, and I'll be like high five, because I taught her how to do a high five. She can sit high five, so that people think that's
I
cool. And
saw
they get
that. That was
the other day I
so
posted a video.
awesome.
I posted a video of her, and I did like a little like a Snapchat thing, and I put it on my story. I was like, Farah, Stacey lost, I think she lost 20-something pounds or whatever on the Fat Blaster kit. And I had like the products sitting on the table, and she was just sitting there because I told her to sit. And I was like, what do you think about that, Farah? High five. And she said, yeah, high five. And then everybody was like, there was like 300 people that saw that story, and I got like a lot of hits from that. Like, what's that? What's that? What's that? And I was like, oh, it got so many hits, more than I thought it would. But people like that because it's kind of cute and different. It's unique, but
People love animals. Love animals. Yeah, I love your Farah stories, and it's different. You know, see, that's the thing, you guys. I was telling you about your lives is, you know, catchy title or something different that's going to stand out. Paige definitely does that with Farah. That's her cat, in case you guys are wondering who Farah is. If you haven't seen her stories, you need to go look. But you also do like, you use Farah, but you do other like effects with it, don't you, Paige?
yeah, I do a lot of cooking. I do actually the keto diet. And I do a lot of keto meals that I cook, and I taught myself how to cook. Actually, I taught myself how to cook, and I did it live, and I almost burnt my house down in North Carolina on live. There was a fire, and it was really, really bad, and I traumatized myself. But now I taught myself, and I'm actually a really good cook, just messy. So I do cooking, and I also do, like, if I get a subscription box, like I'll I mess with that a little bit, and I'll open like a BoxyCharm or whatever I get that month. And people like to see that and like, oh, I love this, because it's not all business, and you get to interact with people. Like, what do you like? What shirt do you think I should keep? What looks like me, or whatever? I do a lot of that too, and I try to do a lot of lives about.
Oh, did we lose her? We lost her. Did we lose her?
Yep.
Yeah. So everybody, just go look at Paige's stories. Oh, there she is. But if you
Yeah, my
haven't checked
internet's
out,
not good here.
you and Darla. Darla's has good internet in the carport. You need to stay out there from now on, Darla. The bird helped you.
It's just hot.
I know, I bet.
I don't mind the heat.
Well, thank you, Paige. You're awesome. You know that I love you, girl, and you do a great job. So if you guys have not checked out Paige's stories, you should do it. Look, nobody has a cat like Paige, so I don't think you're going to have a Farah to have on there, but you can have something else. Her cat's like a dog. It's the coolest cat. It swims, it does everything. So, but you have something in your life that you can share that's different, that people may connect to as well. So just make sure you're doing your stories a couple times a day, if not once a day. And like she said, it can be cooking, it can be, you know, what you're doing for the day, and one business post, and then the rest are personal, just so you don't, you know, bother people, because you're going to look too gimmicky. Oh, here's that. Wait, and they'll just end up blocking you. So let people get to know you. And I love getting to know Paige's cat. So that's something that really stood out to me. I mean, I love Paige too, of course. But that's all I had, Darla.
Okay, so let's challenge everybody this week. Try to do your lives. So I know the more lives you do, the busier you're going to get. So this week, and I don't like doing them either, y'all, I promise, but I still know that it's very, very important, and I'm going to try to do better. So this week, I want to challenge everyone to try to do a live, you can do at least one this week. You can do a business live, and you can do a personal live, and it can be about anything, your personal. So like Wendy said, if you go somewhere that's neat, do a live or post a picture of it. If you don't want to do a live, post a picture of wherever you're at and post it on your story. A lot of people are going to just looking through stories now instead of scrolling through Facebook. They'll go and look across at the stories, and that's what they'll look at on Facebook now. So it's important that you add to your stories. So thank you all for being on Power Hour today. I appreciate it. Sorry for all the excitement. Thank you, Wendy, for helping me get me out of a bind.
Going to get my little man.
Yeah.
Never.
So, but everyone have a good week and push for this to be the busiest week that you've had this year. It can be. I promise you, I have had 3 awesome weeks. The last 3 weeks have been some of my biggest weeks ever in TrueVision. But I've been working extra hard and putting in extra hours because it is summertime. So
Let me say this to you. Can I say one more thing? Oh,
yeah.
There's my little guy. Say hi, buddy.
Hi, Jackson.
If you guys will just push yourselves a little bit, you will get a lot of, it might be scary, but once you do one of your lives, gotta help him. When you're done with it and you get the results from it, it's definitely worth it. So if you push yourself out of your comfort zone, you're gonna grow a lot more. I promise you. Just try it. Even if it's short, just try it.
That's right. So thanks, everyone. Talk with y'all
Have
maybe
a great
next week.
day.
Have a great day and a great week. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Pray I get the stupid bird out of my shop.
I'm gonna call you soon. Okay, bye.
All right.